Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I can finally relax. It's after 3 o'clock now, but I can finally relax and sit down and do my knitting. I'm doing one of my little cardigans. I've done the back and the two fronts. It's hard to see it against my sweater. It's the same colour. I'll hold it up like that. That's the back and the two fronts. It's another one of my own little patterns, that the open moss stitch. So I'm doing a 16-inch. That's one of the 4 little ones. That's the second one. I could have had that finished today if it hadn't been for something that's been annoying me all day, all morning. I had a letter from, I had to inform the HMRC that I was self-employed, and I did inform them last year. I was actually became self-employed on the 1st of March 2021, so it's not quite 2 years. That was when I first got monetized on YouTube, and from then I started getting orders of people, you know, from my channel, when they were watching my channel, and I started getting orders of people. So anyway, when I first got monetized, I sent I filled in a thing online for to inform HMRC that I was going self-employed because of the money I was being paid from YouTube and all the money I was getting from orders and things. That you have to tell them these days because everything goes through your bank, doesn't it? You can't hide anything. But anyway, I thought that was it. And when I first informed them, when I first went monetized, I did get a form. It was very similar to what you have to fill in online, but it was from the pension service, and they wanted to know how much money I was making and all that. And I mean, I'd only been this had to be filled in by the 5th of, you know, the 5th of April, when the new tax year starts again on the 6th. So it was only like 5 weeks in that year, that's all, in that tax year, that I was self-employed. But I still had to inform the pension service because I got a little bit of pension credit on my pension, because, you know, us older pensioners who got our pension before 2016, we get a lower rate of pension than pensioners who got their pensions on after 2016. And because of that, the rate we get and the rate they get, we have to claim pension credit to make ours up to that same amount, which is all wrong as far as I'm concerned. Pensioners should all get the same, no matter when they became pensioners, but that's not the way things are. But anyway, that's another moan. That's me moaning about something again. I had to fill this thing in for the pension service, and it was very similar to the one you fill in for when you go, you know, do your normal tax returns and that. Like, and see, because I got a little bit of pension credit, and they wanted to make sure I wasn't getting more than I should get. But anyway, I thought that was it until the tax year for 21 to 22, which is what I'm having to do now. And I thought that was it. So I've had 4 letters from HMRC. The first one, when I applied again to fill in my tax return for the first time for the 21 to 22 year, I got a letter back from them giving me informing me how to get onto online and how to get onto the self-assessment thing and all that. And then I got another letter off them, a second letter, that came with my tax number, a UTR number, I think they call it. And then I got another letter telling me how to get on to do, how to go onto the Gov.uk site and all that, how to get on, how to fill it in and all that. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to have to fill this in. It's going to the 31st of January. But when I noticed on this letter I got, because I had just informed them it would be the first time I was actually filling one in, that I had 3 months from the date of this letter. But I thought to myself, I want it sorted out now. I'm not waiting another 3 months. A couple of days later, I got another letter from them. That's the 4th letter I've had from HMRC, this time telling me they wanted me to fill in a tax return from 2020 to 21. I was only self-employed for 5 weeks. The last 5 weeks of the from the 1st of March to the 5th of April 22. Was it no 21? Getting mixed up with all these dates and that. Oh my God. And then it had on this letter again, oh, you have 3 months to fill it in, or else you'll pay some penalty thing. And so I decided I was going on today. I wasn't waiting the 3 months, so I decided, after like the week and that what I've had, and had to wait for somebody coming yesterday for to pick something up and that, I thought, well, there's nothing going on today, Saturday. I'm going to fill it in today and get it sorted. So I went online. I thought I'll do the 2021 one first. So I went on there and I had to click on something before I could get onto it, where I had to fill in a thing for national insurance stamps. Oh, well, I'm a pensioner, I don't pay national insurance stamps, but I had to fill this thing in. So it took me ages to fill that in. And then I came off there, and then you have to keep putting all this information in, your password, and every time you come off to do something else, and then you have to wait for the verify code thing that comes on your phone. And I was sick of that. I think I've got about 5 numbers verifying who I am on my phone, like today. So I filled in the one for the 5 weeks, the 20 to 21 tax year. Filled that one in first. It took me ages. I was getting a headache. That's why my hair's hanging down. I had to I had my hair tied up in the, as I usually do when I get up in the morning. Had to take it out because it was giving me a headache. But I thought, I'm not stopping. I'm going to get this done. I'm just absolutely sick of it. So I filled the first one in, managed to get it all sorted, and then I started on the second one, the one for the 21 to 22. And I had to go through all that all over again. And I finally submitted it at the end, and it's in. I just hope there's no problems with it and I don't get no things coming back. But now I have never sorted anything from April 22 up to now. I've got to start sorting all those papers out and putting them into my book that I keep, my ledger that I keep for the year. So I've got to start sorting all my slips out, all the orders I've had, and go through all my bank statements and put everything down that I've earned, what I have to take off for all the wool I've bought and needles I've bought and anything for all my expenses. I've got to sort all that out now. That's going to give me another headache. But the first one took me so long as well because I didn't realise I'd have to fill a 20 to 21 year one in. And I didn't have nothing written down anywhere. I didn't have much work in that 5 weeks, but I had to hunt through I knew I'd had a couple of orders, but I had to hunt through all my statements. A good job I keep my bank statements for a number of years before I throw them all out. I burned them all actually. But I had to go through all of those to find out that couple of orders, and it took me a long time to get through all those statements and all that to find them. And but it's all sorted, so I'm going to have maybe it's a quiet day tomorrow. Oh no, I can't. I'll be up with the kids tomorrow. Maybe it's Monday. And I'm going to go through all my slips, all the statements from the post office, when I send a parcel off and how much I paid for the parcel, for the postage, and try to sort all that out and start writing that in. I've got it in months in my ledger. I've got from the April, May, June, July, right up to today. I've been writing things down now as I've been getting better. I've only just started this ledger when I realised I was going to have to fill statements in and everything for HMRC. But that's all sorted now, thank goodness, so I can just relax and get on with my knitting. But I'm seeing I'm onto the sleeve now. I could have had this finished if it hadn't been for that. These things come to try you, they do try me, definitely. And as for paying stamps, Like I'm saying, I'm a pensioner. Why does a pensioner have to pay? Actually, it said something on the thing about if you earn over a certain amount. I think it's over about 6,000 or something. I would have to start paying national insurance stamps. Now that I've already got my pension, I paid my stamps all them years for my pension. What do I have to start paying them for now? Just 'cause I'm self-employed, I'm not going to get any extra money. So, and it also annoyed me as well because when I'm filling in this thing for the 5 weeks that I had in the 2021, it said if you had earned under £1,000, you don't need to inform HMRC. So you'd think HMRC would know that when I informed them that it was only 5 weeks, I didn't need to fill it in, but they still sent it to me. I wasn't going to ignore it, I just wanted to get it sorted. But that's me on my high horse again. I'm just going to do what knitting I can, and when I've just pulled those needles, I'm always doing that, pull the stitches out. And then I had a message from my friend this morning before I actually read it, with Sheila, will you knit? And then I've changed the knit and make. Oh God, I see, she's not asking me for her to knit something else, but she only asked me to make a pom-pom for her. I thought if she's asking me to knit something, I'm going to refuse. But she said she's making a couple of little hats for somebody. Would I make a couple of pom-poms for her? Don't mind doing that. It only takes a few minutes. I've got a pom-pom maker. I told her, I said, you can get one of these very cheap in Poundland, you know. Oh, I can't use them. You just wrap the wool around them and cut it off. So I've got a couple of pom-poms to make, and if she keeps messaging me, have I made these pom-poms, I'm going to wrap them round her neck and strangle her with them. I'll keep some long ends on so I can do that. But this is my little bit of peace now. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another day. So bye for now.